I'm Emily Dillon, and I'm a visual artist working out of my home studio in Victoria, BC. Just do it, just try it, just put it out, just get as weird as you can. When I first started doing art, I mean, I've always done it, but back in high school is when I kind of started really thinking about like, this is what I really, really want to do. It's not just like me doodling on books in between class. I used to draw people that I admired, you know, like David Bowie, Susie Sue. I had drawings of characters in movies, like Roach from People Under the Stairs, that like weird guy that crawls around in the walls. Slowly I kind of just got used to doing weirder and weirder stuff. One of the album covers that really influenced me to get weird with my art was Bad Music for Bad People by the Cramps. It has this dude on it on a yellow background, and he's just kind of grotesque and obscure, and it just made me feel like I could kind of get weirder. I don't know, I'd best describe my work as an ode to the spiraling chaos of life. I'm really into sort of surrealism. I don't really think my work can be pinned to a specific genre. It kind of is what it is. It's bizarre, it's strange. I really like the sort of just fluidity. I call it thought vomit sometimes. It's weird, it's grotesque, and it's mesmerizing. I do screen printing for work with my boyfriend Dwayne, and that's awesome too because it allows me to have sort of a creative existence, and in between doing that it's just like all art all the time. My best work comes out of me when I just go with whatever I'm feeling in the moment. You know, there's no end goal, there's no overarching thing I'm working towards. I find myself overworking things sometimes, or not knowing when to find that balance. You know, I could go on forever. I could go on and on and on. And I'm a little bit obsessive. I have a little bit of perfectionism with it, but it's a messy sort of perfectionism, and I don't know how to find an endpoint sometimes. It gets easier as you go though, you know, your style develops and you just do it and you just go all in. Just give her. Strange kind of outsider music that feels like it has textures in it. It kind of paints visual imagery in your head. When I'm listening to music while I'm painting, I feel like I'm trying to bring out that like just whirling madness and depth and texture. So I try to get a lot of variation of textures and shapes going on in my art. There's a lot of details in what I do, little tiny, tiny details. I don't really think about labeling it in any particular way, but there's definitely an influence of punk music. Like sit on my couch, listen to music. I sit on the floor like a little gremlin and just like go crazy with paint and make a mess and spray things down with squirt bottles and wipe stuff off. And I'm kind of a messy painter. I'm a huge brush killer. I abuse my brushes. I'm very chaotic in my process. Grotesque kind of stuff. Like I always liked Ren and Stimpy as a kid, Basil Wolverton's comics, just weird stuff. Deeply influenced by David Lynch, surreal, weird feelings. I I think maybe being an only child, spending a lot of time alone, I find a lot of comfort in like the moments in between. You would be bored, but you're not, because there's always something weird and strange. Things happening behind the scenes, in the shadows, things other people don't notice. I'm inspired by so many things in life because I think that like the good, the bad, the gross, the ugly, the horrific, there's always something beautiful within them, you know? The Japanese concept of wabi-sabi, of imperfections being beautiful, is like, it's just amazing to me. There's an artist I really like, a painter I admire. His name's Daniel Richter, and I know that he paints in a concrete room so that he can have pure influence of his own ideas within his mind, and I think that's really cool. I'd love to have a concrete room to do that one day. I just did my first art show. Shout out to Shannon at My Mother's Eye, who helped me put that on, and Teeman, Media Burn. They gave me a space to just do whatever I kind of wanted to do and experiment with my first show. So I did a show called Chaos. I mean, I've never shown off a lot of my art other than online, so I had this body of work to bring. I don't have a specific point in mind when I'm making my art, but I always find that when the piece is done, there's some sort of like personal meaning in it for me. There's like something a bit jarring in my work, but also kind of fun. It makes you want to look around it, discover little secrets. Little personal symbols. There's a lot of influence of anxieties, paranoia, and whatever interpretation comes out of it is what comes out of it. I mean, that's going to be different to everyone who looks at it. I know it's a little bizarre, so it's hard to maybe pinpoint the direct meaning, but there's things in there, and if you look at it long enough, I think you could probably find them. My process is like super chaotic. I'll usually have like 3 to 10 things out at once, and I just rotate between them. Washing layers away and then repainting them, and then, you know, when I'm drawing, it's like I draw with a pencil, pen, Sharpie. A lot of it's in the moment. I don't plan them too much. Sometimes they're totally free-handed and I don't even use a pencil, and then I'm going in with Sharpies and microns, and then I'm going in with gel pen and painting over it, and just like spew it out of my brain until what's in my brain comes out on the page and I feel that it's right. I don't think that everything needs to have a deep meaning, because that's kind of just a part of life and what things are, and I think that there's a beauty in mystery and not knowing.